Wow, that's okay. You're in Nigeria.
How do
You
we how do
dot.
we
You
do
take
it?
off. You take off. You enter plane. Now you've landed in Nigeria. By the way, I'm on YouTube now. So you've taken off. You landed in Nigeria right now. How? How?
Hmm.
If how do we? What do we do next? Even let's forget about before. Okay, whether we did it right, we didn't do it right. Right now, the time in Nigeria is 4. I think it's like, sorry, 12 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 4:55, 4:56 in Nigeria. If you were to enter a plane and you land Nigeria right
And
now, what would you do with the state of affairs, with everything that is going on in Nigeria? What will you do? That's the problem. What should we
okay,
do?
I am not going to talk like I'm in a public office. I'm going to
No,
talk
no,
like
no,
an
no.
individual. Okay, I'm going to sound like an individual. Okay,
Okay.
like for every individual that is born in Nigeria, like there is this girl who is I mean she's an artist in Nigeria. She sings. She's in movies. She's
Mhm.
called Bisola. I don't know if you know her.
Who?
Bisola. She
Bis
does gigs. She does movies.
Bisola. Okay, yeah,
She
yeah.
she
I think.
once she once said something like, okay, like she likes to stay in Nigeria. She said there were ones that she visited London, and
Mhm.
the moment you get down at the airport in London, and you start to behave differently. Like
Mhm.
you start to obey everything that the government in London or in England has put down for you to
Mhm.
obey. And the moment you get back into Nigeria and that thing comes into you, like you don't want to be obedient anymore, right?
Mhm.
So as a person, the moment you, okay, let's say you have to start thinking that the way you behave in wherever you fly to, why don't you cultivate the same attitude back in the house? So it starts from you, from when you drink a bottle of water in your car and trash on the road, you know, from when I mean that thing actually, I mean the common little mistake that we do is part of the corruption.
Dot.
That's what I believe.
When was the last time you went to Nigeria?
3 years ago.
You don't tell.
No, I used to go every year, but this time around, like 3 years, yeah.
That's the way you're sounding, eh? The way you're sounding. I don't know.
So
I don't know.
I
See,
mean, I mean, if you tell me your opinion on what you think, I mean, I'm just bringing it from the little thing that people do, like the just the very little thing.
see, no, 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 no. I cannot. I will not even give it to anybody who wants to make Nigerians. Hold on, Esther Louis. The problem is leadership. Buhari's admins are clueless, so they remain the problem. No one should excuse this administration. You see, I agree with her. I don't. I will not. I will not accept from anybody that tries to blame Nigerians. No, you cannot blame Nigerians for anything. Okay.
Now, according to your question, you said individually.
No, no,
Sorry
no,
to
no,
cut you
no,
short.
no, no. What I mean
Like,
is
what are you going to do as a person, right?
to be able to fix things. Okay, we are at a dilemma right now. Let me tell you why yours will not work. If you just land in Nigeria and you say, okay guys, we have to start, remember the situation right now, COVID-19, everything, people are hungry, the government is not working, the food, the money that they're supposed to use for palliative and all that, they are not giving it. Now you're telling people that what you want from them is that they should think about themselves, they should think about corruption. It's not going to work now, right now, like right now. I,
Okay,
I,
my
mhm,
point is,
mhm,
for every situation that we found ourselves in,
mhm.
it has include everyone, not just the government. You know that, right? Everyone is part of this problem.
I'm not part of the problem. It's a lie. That's what I don't
Uh,
agree with you. How can I be part of the problem? No, how can you say that?
bro,
Tell me
thank
how.
God.
Tell me how. No,
Okay,
no. Tell me how we're part of the problem.
one way or the other. I mean, it could not be. It might not be you, but one way or the other, we are all. I mean, there was a problem that was
Hello?
created already, right? Hello. I mean, you have someone on.
No, no, go ahead, talk now. Don't be afraid of
I
his
mean,
cap. It's okay.
this cap, military man. uh,
As soon
but
as
it's okay.
as soon as you see you say,
My brother, I don't dey hear your grammar since. I don't tire. We could come down to the real thing.
All right, make with the yeah, make the okay.
Uh-huh. See.
Wait, okay, I hear
I
you, bro.
when I've been there university, you know,
Okay,
as a class rep, I read political science and administration. Okay.
okay, yeah,
I posed the teaser for my coursemate. I said, the problem of Nigeria, then is it that of leadership or followership? Do you know that we argue from semester to semester, from year to year, without a solution? Now, from your last statement, you they try to say na followership, you lick a mango. Look, if leadership is strong, the people
yeah,
go naturally follow. If you be father,
exactly.
if you be father, they have late nights. Look, there's 150% say your pikin go also have a late night. It's
Of
just
course,
natural.
it's
So
natural.
the,
Yeah,
the issue the issue we are dealing with as a nation is just purely leadership. I don't want to situate that leadership to a particular government. It has been over time. And those of us who even get the potential of leading self, we cannot even have the platform to even exhibit what we have learned over time. We don't even have that opportunity. So we just dey go back. In fact, as we dey talk now, we no get solution.
but that's why I mean, I agree with other people that say the young people like within the age bracket
They
of
are
50,
hungry. They are
50 and
hungry.
down.
They are hungry. You cannot,
Yeah,
you cannot, you cannot, you cannot transfer information to somebody who is hungry. It's not possible.
exactly. You know if you enter their brain.
So what did they tell me?
what you say?
Eh?
You know
So
if you
I dey tell you, say somebody for the first time, my friend called me. He's a manager of a small business. The guy tell me, say, from that morning when he send message, you know, say our time different, day different. Say in family never chop.
Okay.
So how you want tell that person it is well? How you want tell that person?
you know he can never be well.
So what are you saying, my brother?
No, that why
Yeah, we saying.
So okay, what do you think? Okay, both of you that you're here now, what do you think? How do you think they can fix that problem? Okay, we agree. We already
Our
have
problem.
leadership problem.
Look,
We
there
already
is the
have a
census.
leadership.
There is a census going on now. They
Okay.
want to find out those of them with the diaspora. What have they learned? Now we have learned a lot about leadership, how people are being managed, how structures are maintained, and all that. And by the providence of being exposed to this kind of society, we they learn one or two things and we they maintain our lane. You understand?
Exactly.
And they tell somebody,
Yeah.
say, if I did Nigeria, I go cause accident because I go they drive according to speed limit.
somebody go come chat me.
I go they drive according to speed limit because my orientation
Don't
No,
don't
but
change.
if you don't see the speed limit there, you don't go even fit drive the speed because all you drive with you, they drive.
No.
You
Wait.
imagine.
But wait, Mike, wait now.
No,
Wait,
at
you
that point in
people.
time,
No, but wait, Doc and Mike. You people, now they talk like in Nigeria, somebody go put the speed limit for you. How they gonna take catch you? You're supposed to
you know
remove the
there
speed
now.
limit so that
You
you
know
go
the drive
break
go.
the law.
So
Anyway,
so
talk.
my brother, the problem we get if professionals come together, even if you put the resources together, we go back home to do a reorientation. I've been belong to a group. Now we start this do the right thing in Nigeria. I was in fact, my assignment was to go from one parastatal to another under my, parastatal, the sub agency. I was supposed to go and teach people how to do the right thing. And you can imagine the resistance. People don't want to do the right thing. And you see, no matter what you do, people will always look at the figurehead. If the leadership...
Okay, let me quickly ask a question. Do you both believe in the unity of Nigeria still?
Of course,
Unity of
who
Nigeria.
doesn't believe in who,
What?
there,
Like,
every society. Listen,
don't you don't
every
you
society
don't you
has.
agree? Don't
See,
you agree that
that,
Nigeria should be divided?
let me tell you one thing. Every society has its own diversity. It's a
Okay.
silent, it's a silent, it's a silent build that is
Yes,
somewhere. You
of course,
understand me?
now, of course.
But
Yeah.
for the fact that you have called yourself a nation, there should be some structure that should be in place for this different entity to survive. You cannot say I am in Sokoto and I come to Rivers State to dominate a Rivers man or go to Lagos. The structure in Sokoto is supposed to take care of the people. The structure in Rivers is supposed to, and when they come together at the center, they harmonize and the nation moves. My brother, we don't even have time to live here on earth. So what are we even struggling for in the first place?
Let me tell you something. I know when people say, "Do we think Nigeria should be divided or stay together?" It's the thing that is confusing me. Who told you that inside Nigeria that people are not together? The citizens, they are busy, they are hungry, they are look. Be, think. I don't want to begin to sound like a broken record, but when you hear people like Nnamdi Kanu and they are talking and you think they are crazy, go and check some of the things. Before we even became a nation, we were all going about our business jejely. Even when they made us a nation, you know, now if you read history, you know they forced us. The man in the north, the man in the south, the man in the southwest, southeast, everybody had their unique cultures and their
Culture
and
and what
their
they
tradition.
what they do. Yeah.
Exactly, and it was
What they like to
beautiful.
do.
We have our everybody has their dance. They do their dance. Some people they dance on their head, oh, but they like it. Some people they roll on the ground, but they like it. Some people their staple food that if you hear them write poem about their mother's food, if you chop that food, that food is just uh, millet and that time when we come Abuja newly, that's when I discovered that Gwari people used to cook soup with what do you call this with ash. But
Mm.
that's their staple food and they love it and they enjoy it. Now my first time in Boko, when I slept in my friend's house, when in Makodi, when the wife served me food, do you know what I saw? When I opened the plate, the bowl, it was brown color soup and the rat was crouching inside the soup. You know, like I just thought of rat,
Chidi,
rat.
Chidi, what's the way forward? What's the way
And they
forward?
come
This,
now, and they come with all this background. What I'm trying to say is that we are a very beautiful people, and it is these people in leadership that have come to cause all this wahala. So if you take them out of the way and allow us to take charge of our resources, take charge of
But
our,
how can you take them out of the way? These people are
that's what
they've
I'm
been there, they're
asking you.
powerful.
That's what
So
I
the
am.
question
The question is how now you have come home. That's where we. That's the question I asked you before. What should we do right now?
see, okay, I told a friend of mine like can you die for your country? You
Mm,
understand?
mm,
If people never die for that country,
mm.
we cannot take people off that seat. You understand? People have to be able to give up their life for the country.
Who?
You understand?
Who?
Anybody. It may be me, maybe you, maybe anybody. But at least because
Guy.
you know say our government is stubborn. If you go in front of
Be like say they watch.
Aso Rock, Aso Rock now, be
Say they
prepared.
watch film. Like say they watch film too much.
I don't
no,
even
no,
watch
no,
film.
no. The thing is,
No.
see, my brother, my doctor. The challenge is that um, if you want to change somebody,
Mm.
the person you are changing self, in go weigh options, right? In go weigh options. Okay, now you they go like your last statement. Now I want to make analysis now. You
Okay.
say they go out rock, they go chant. Hey, we not go green. That guy no get job. Are you dey hear me? If
I
they
dey
go
feel
wait
you.
with 10, eh? Go give these guys at least 50K. 90K for that day alone. You don't settle their
Ah,
wahala. And those guys would go the extreme to do whatever they want to do.
yeah.
But if leadership has channeled these guys' energy to something meaningful, Just look at for instance Cross River State. Majority of the young people there, they are industrious. Even if na 20K they pay them, they are engaging them. Look at the massive land where they not. How many youths there for that farmland? None of them. The leaders are not even concerned about them in the first place. The mechanized farming where they're supposed to be expert in, they're not doing it. So you find out that these guys move from day to day, and a frustrated small Almajiri, by the time he grew up, he turned to something else. So by the time these guys are becoming sensible, they don't already get some survivor mentality.
Of course.
Now, survivor mentality, how you want to survive depends on your own strategy. So by the time you begin to apply strategy into a society that is sane, the society, if the society no react to you, you will react to society and even conquer the society. And that is where our problem is. These people don't conquer the society.
Yes.
And the society
So,
cannot react.
so his question is, how can we conquer them back? So,
Yeah. And the only way you can conquer,
and
the only way you can.
he didn't get my point. That the other time he said I was watching too much movies. What? Let me tell you.
No. I just did.
No. I know. I believe it's not an easy job. Okay. No, it's not. Those people they don't agree. You understand? And the moment when they don't agree, that means they don't even care if lives are lost. You understand?
I understand.
So who are those who are ready to sacrifice for their life to be lost? Because any great country for this world, life was lost. You understand? So before you feel kick out any group of people who don't corrupt, their mindset, not even know whether they're bad, then they do it again. You understand? It will take war. It will take lives.
Well, it's sentiment. Everything boils down to sentiment. That's why, for me, my principle in life is that I don't publicly criticize anybody, because that's me personally. Whether you be bad government or not, I can go for Chidi side. We go for one joint. We go talk, abuse ourselves. But me personally, I don't do that. But the point I'm saying is that until you have a leadership that is purposeful, that is focused, the institutions will naturally work for the citizens.
Of course, we know, but how can we achieve that?
That is where you begin to go into issues like greed. How do you explain, my brother? Somebody has 20 cars. What do you want carry and do? One full street. One governor for Bayelsa, the whole of Kent now ain't get the street. That's the only one who will know.
Bro.
So what you're saying?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sure, say that's why I said it starts from everybody at the beginning of my conversation. Even a regular Nigerian would be saying, no be saying a politician himself, they strive hard to get more than 3 cars. 2 houses.
That is where the leadership
it starts from there. That's my primary example from you drinking a bottle of water and trashing the street. It starts from you.
That is why, with emphasis to some administration, we don't go. We had a situation where people they queue at some point. Discipline. Change cannot just come suddenly. But you see, when you have a visionary leadership, when you have a purposeful leadership, when you have a pragmatic leadership, you find out that people will automatically line up with that leadership. And once we get it right at that level, Nigeria, it will take some time. Like people like us now, we are young people, we are vibrant, we can think, we can reason, we can even formulate policies that will look. Nigeria no be a hard country to manage.
At all. Now, which I believe in that.
Is a simple. In fact, the record from some 10 years ago.
They even the year word.
Some 10 years ago, Nigeria was rated, or 10, 15 years ago, Nigeria was rated as one of the most happiest countries in the world. But 10 years ahead, Nigeria is the most saddest country. Nigerians are the most saddest.
When they call them poverty capital of the world.
of
So,
the
so what are
world.
we saying, my brother? If even if we bring all our resources together, you won't go set up a workshop. Some Nigeria got an team one job. So where do we start from? The people who are privileged today, if they can change the status quo, Nigeria we will get it right. That's what I feel.
You see, yeah, you see, my own is this. We are at a point where, like everybody has said, leadership has failed the citizenry.
Of
And
course.
now that waiting to call that. Now that leadership has failed the citizenry, you see the system you have in Nigeria. Like somebody was telling me, you know, um, you have to wait and take it through the ballot. I say you are joking. You are joking because the system you have right now, just like it's been happening so many years back, there is no way you can achieve anything good going with this system. It is not possible. This system you have now, you need to completely dismantle it.
Of course.
You have to. So the problem now, the problem that I have is, how do you completely dismantle that system? The woman that I spoke with this afternoon was saying, some she was talking about some like referendum coming together, but there is no responsible person in the government that will allow that. Nothing. Nigeria is very simple now. It's very simple. What are you telling me? That the Niger Delta guy who doesn't even have a farmland to go to because all the water is polluted, who doesn't have good roads, who doesn't have or who goes to Lagos and Kaduna and Kano and sees all the beautiful roads and Abuja, and he knows that it is from my area that the resources to build this thing is coming from. You're trying to tell me that it is fair that somebody lives in those other parts that don't produce this thing, that doesn't contribute the money that they used to build all these fine cities. That person is living there and enjoying all that thing. The balance is not there. It is not fair for you to just think that we should abandon everything and be talking about all these ideologies and concepts and no. Practically it is not feasible. The feasible thing there is that we don't want monkey the walk, baboon the chop.
Babu the chop.
So
So
all of those people, and you see it took some time. Before, some people were the bad leaders and some people were confronting them. Right now they have managed to permeate everybody. See, Mike was talking about empowering people. Do you know, I went to contest for election. I discovered that there was a systematic, deliberate policy to refuse to empower people so that they remain poor and completely dependent on the politicians. So that they did it deliberately, so that when it was time for politics, they can now come and bring their own 1,000 and these people will accept it. Can you
and give
imagine?
to them.
Can you imagine that kind of policy? And that's where we've gotten to right now. But one thing I know for sure is that you see this revolution, it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming,
It is coming.
and there's nothing they can do about it. That I
You
know.
sure?
Okay.
Because I like the fact that Nigerians are now they get some sense now. You understand? A lot of people they get sense.
This
It's
this
unlike
hunger, no,
it's
they like
unlike
the
before.
sense. This hunger.
No, we did the virus season, and I believe it's gonna end.
So what do you
You
think will happen
understand?
after the virus season?
Not,
Project.
I mean, not, people we not small. You understand? It doesn't. A home is not built in a day. You understand? It's a gradual process. The more people are speaking up, the more they are interested. I mean, the people who are intelligent are interested in what is going on in the country, and the more it's moving forward. You understand what I'm saying? If one after the other, people today interested. Okay, why is this thing like this? Why is it like this? Why everything just scatter? Why this bridge? Why we say we don't get bridge? We don't get light. When people start to understand that they are suffering, you understand?
Do you know the funny thing that people are not seeing this thing you're talking about too? before people could see that they don't have bridge. Now they are quarreling about the Paco that they used to cross that river. Why? Why is the Paco? You know what I'm saying? People, no, people are no longer. It's not like that anymore. The way people think now, they have accepted certain things. It has become the new normal. People
Like
have
this is
accepted
the
it.
way. This is
This is the way it is. They're not arguing. They're not arguing about that the bridge was not built. Is there was one place I saw they were crossing the bridge with that old, very like 19 before the war something. I think it's the army that maybe left it in their village. You know that one, that ferry that is a rope. You have to be
mm,
pulling the rope for them to cross. In
yeah.
2020, people were still pulling that thing. There's no there's no hope for our country. I am genuinely
There is no hope.
I'm genuinely at a crossroad. This is for real, Lord. I'm usually not like that. I'm usually very optimistic as to what will happen. But for now, I am when I ask this question, I'm asking it for real. What is the next thing that should happen? Because it's like Nigeria is going to need a big bang. Something has to happen to be able to shake things up. And I don't know what that thing is. That's the Mike, honestly, oh, that's the answer I'm looking for. It's me, for me, it has gone beyond politics. See somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, when he talks about Biafra, and I agree, okay, let's pack it on one side. How do we make it come? Because I know Biafra will not come if these people are where they are right now. And with revolution now, and with Moyele Shore, we shout revolution now. The people were shouting to come out for revolution now. The hunger and everything is making them not hear our language. They are beginning to hear our language. But my problem is with that one, how do we initiate it? What everybody knows something has to happen, but is it going to be a coup? Is it like somebody has to do coup in Nigeria, or what? What
And I
is
will
it?
still go to happen last. Make I not say the wrong thing, but I believe no be easy way. It's not gonna come easy. It's gonna come in a hard way. Like even if you read the Bible very well, it does say the kingdom of God suffer violence, right? And the
Mm,
violence take it by force, by
mm.
fire. so it no will come like easy way. You have to maybe in a very hard way. That's why I say people will be ready to lose everything.
No, but you see,
You
it's
understand?
difficult. It's difficult for you to talk like that when you're not living in Nigeria. You
Of
can't.
course,
You can't live outside and tell people that they should go
there's
and
someone
die.
like
Yeah,
they should
you
gonna
know,
die.
it's
Of
like
course,
somebody where they send terrorists to go kill suicide bomber.
no.
And then they say you they go heaven.
See,
Why
see,
you know
see.
self?
The,
Why?
the the problem where we all get for that country is that we are all cowards. Okay, including
No,
me
we are
myself.
not all
Okay.
cowards. Okay, let me tell you
No,
something. You see this
I
guy?
mean, okay. Let me say most of us are cowards.
No,
Do
I'm
you
not.
believe
No,
that?
I don't believe it.
Okay, most of us are cowards.
No, we are not cowards.
Oh, Nigerians don't accept. We most of us
How
Are
will
why
we?
be
how
coward.
why you go say we be
I'm
cowards?
not, this man.
If
You know,
if you know be
look,
everybody, I
let
said
me tell
most
you.
of
Let me
us.
tell you why. Let me answer
See,
this. Let me,
gentlemen, the issue here
Mike.
is
You
that
get
is
somebody where I put in comment. Let me comment on that before you go ahead. This person, I mean AAC, and he says AAC is taking back Omoyele for president. You see why I don't like this kind of thing now, okay? Because me, I'm close to Omoyele Shore, and he fought the government, fought them. They threw him in prison. Even right now, he's still being held
We're still going to court.
hostage. Yeah, but somebody is busy talking about Shore in 2023. We're talking about right now. If they contest the election right now, Shore will
It's
not
not.
win
He
in
can't
this
win.
system. You don't
It's
understand.
impossible.
So these are like living in a limbo. It's not. Uh, we are talking about what should we do right
What
now.
should we do to put Shogure in that
In
position? Okay, for
exactly,
example.
exactly. Now, anyway, Mike,
well
Go ahead, please.
for me there are just to draw from what the doctor said. There are so many pragmatic, self-motivated young people out there, that can transform their space of influence.
Mm-hmm.
But I will always maintain you see, before you move to another stage, maybe Nigeria is in the state of transformation. I don't know, but the problem is that once the stages of transformation is not properly um, structured, once there's a break in that chain, you find out that the next line of people will be thinking about the people they hand over to, and that has been our system over time. Even when there is a rapid change or a change wants to occur, you find out that this same set of people wouldn't want the change to occur. Sometimes you go day like this, you will wonder whether these people they even think at all, whether they even think. You know, this discussion maybe we just dey do debate, secondary school debate, like Chidi say. Me, I'm confused. I no even.
But my point is, do you know there is no solution unless they take it by force? That is the
No, it's
answer
not.
to your
No,
question, sir.
it's not even.
I mean,
It's not. Listen, my brother. It's not even.
I mean,
It's not.
I'm
It's not
sorry,
even. It's see. It's a
the question
systematic.
was
Listen. It's a systematic change. You see,
where there is
when
no
you
system. Which system do we have?
no, when I mean in this context, systematic change. You see,
Okay, like
when you have a privilege, because the elitist theory, they say that it's a privileged few who they govern the many. You understand?
yeah,
And they perpetually mortgage the minds of the many.
okay.
To organize them in a certain way, just regiment the people like that. So what we are saying that if this privileged few can even move close to something that looks perfect, the next set of people go take over from that situation and move forward.
Moving forward, yeah.
By the time you get to like I did tell people, I said my generation is totally wiped out. We can't even
Exactly.
be in this equation anymore. So
Yeah.
even if you have that opportunity to come and manage, my brother, the system itself will corrupt you. The system itself will bring you down.
Yeah.
So the leadership, if the leadership can do that, no matter who is there, let there be fairness, let there be justice, let there be equity. My brother, Nigerians don't need too much to survive.
I'm telling you,
We don't need too much.
Nigerians are not complete. That's what I keep saying. Nigerians are
Yes.
not complicated. We are not complicated at all. I'm telling you.
Just give them a little bit, they're satisfied.
What are you saying now? Nigerians
As
are
they
not
talk now, my mama won't go from market to another, from one junction to another. Now, so she go to run with somebody where they run like Ben Johnson. How do you explain that, my brother?
I'm telling you.
How do you explain it?
I'm telling you. It doesn't make sense.
Bro, this thing, me, I don't confuse myself. No be.
You see,
I tell Chidi before you come here, I said, even devil said when he wake up in the morning, he go say God. He go say God. And first of all, they thank you because some people don't take my job. Because he no even know what to do again.
You go there confused.
These people don't take. I've been a lie. I've been a manipulation. I've been palliative. Common palliative. We go give people. Today, I just read today. Say immigration service, a palliative of 20 million don't disappear for the staff.
No, you didn't hear. No, listen now. They say Minister of Finance say the money wey they give them for palliative, say they go use them to balance the shortfall in the budget because of dropping oil. you know what? Like
man, this is crazy, man.
Like which other country you go hear that kind of thing?
People are just why, but I don't just understand why.
We no fit understand. Nigeria is a mystery.
Money.
Nigeria is a mystery.
Make I tell you now my final conclusion, and I don't talk am before. Say, unless there is no God, but if there is God, and God, they look at things, and say nothing past God. You know that time of Abacha, say now that time we reach this kind of deadlock. Mike, now, should be
yeah.
We did Abuja that time. Abi, yes, we don't dey Abuja now.
I see the Abuja now. I see the Abuja.
That time, we no know wetin to do again. We dey pray, we dey nothing to do. That e pass everybody. No, what can you do? They had the guns, they had everything, until God just came and intervened. Boy, he settled everybody. Abiola comot, Abacha comot, everywhere just dey calm again. Na that kind thing. Do you
It go
see?
happen.
Because
Hopefully it go
if
happen.
not, listen, if not that Abacha died and Abiola died, as sad as it sounds and as sad as it looks, because they killed two of them, we all know very well. Two of them were eliminated. But if they had not moved out of the way, anyway, wetin I dey talk, we don already dey inside trouble. I be wan talk say
nah.
Nigeria for dey inside trouble by today.
We don't come back to the trouble.
Even though they comot them, I don't even know wetin we gain from that.
If they come out and we come inside the trouble, the trouble go even pass.
I be wan talk say if they no comot them by now for dey inside trouble, but they comot them, they comot. God.
My brother, you know easy. You know easy. We go talk from now till tomorrow next week.
It's just talking, but it's good to always preach the truth, because some people go listen and then go take then go understand what the country is. And I mean, some people don't even know. If people live in Nigeria, you go see people just dey for market.
That time where the hustle, I go see one big boy. He say, "Come in house." At the hustle.
Yes.
I go this man house 8 a.m. Do you know that I left that place 3 a.m. the following day?
Wait, to see somebody, see big man for Nigeria.
3 a.m. Even when I leave the place, the person say, make I come in office. I go to the office the following morning from 8 a.m. The person see me by 5 p.m. that same day. How many hours I don't waste? If we say if we say something day where they do, I don't go send that man. Now, you see, until we have a structure, until we have leadership, a strong leadership, we go, despite religious affiliation, despite cultural affiliation, despite tribal affiliation, I tell you,
for everyone.
I tell you, Nigeria go better. Leadership.
Nigeria is a
once we get it at that level.
I was looking at a short movie about
because my brother, you say now you drink water. That man, he no want to because if he say nobody go talk. You understand? He don't care. But if somebody they look and call police, oh boy, see this man does throw water, and when they don't deal with one person, you go change now.
My brother say, Mr. Chidi, with all respect, we are working hard for Edo State election come this year to bring AAC governor. So when say AAC take it back movement, please, I know that I'm talking about. I know if you are not following up, I did our great doctor. It's okay. No problem. If I do own, no problem. But my brother, right now, you see that they don't own, we go there, go try our best. But that the same people, the same system. It be like say you know see wetin happen for Kogi State. This will not a joke. They go to Kogi State, they shoot openly. They don't send anybody. Carry ballot box. This time around, they know they even send you. So so we will go. We will campaign. We will want. But you will not even understand what I'm saying. No problem. I won't discourage you. We will go there. So we Nigerians just have a little faith. That is the beginning of Nigeria. Nigeria get little faith. Can you imagine? How now, Daniel? How you could talk say Nigerians get little faith? Nigerians now. Nobody in this world where their faith they are strong as Nigerians. What are you talking about?
Nigeria. What do you mean by little faith?
See, we you know how many times when people they no go chop at all. You never see faith. I know the time where we go chop when we start I don't even want to tell you.
All right.
I know,
This
I
guy
know,
don't know
you
say
know,
people like us
faith.
we don't use
No, you don't even
I,
understand.
we use toothpaste finish so
You
the
know even
toothpaste
when
finish
first.
then we can open
No,
am
no, no,
come
no, 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 Mike, how you go talk that? Toothpaste no dey finish. Which kind of toothpaste finish? You say you never. See, Mike, where you do, okay? Be like say things don't change for you. You know this is not as toothpaste no dey finish. How you go talk say toothpaste finish? If somebody talk say toothpaste finish, then I say bring am. They don't fold am, they don't wrap am. After you wrap am finish, e come dey small like you know say you go wrap, come remain the mouth for the wrap. When that one don do finish, then you go unroll am again. They go come,
scrub.
they come open am like pipe. They come scrub inside am.
Na faith be that o.
Na
Na
faith.
faith.
It is talk say we no get faith. You talk say they
Get
no
faith
get
o.
faith. You go go church, you go
Our
say, abeg, this man, how you go talk say you never see faith? I say Nigerians get faith. Well.
you never trek 5 kilometers. No be say na your making o. You just want na suffer. You just want trek. Say I must get to my house. No be faith be that.
Mike, you go just wake up for see you know how long before you find job before they employ you and you dey chop every day you dey chop. They invite you, okay, they go, you dey look for work, they invite you for work, they say what time should I come? You say 7 a.m. You wey dey say you go come 7 a.m. you no even get chop you no even get money to go back to your house, but you get faith say you dey come the next day. This man say we no get faith.
We get faith o.
Oh, you don't see this man.
I
You say you don't
Nigeria.
get you dey wan marry, you never even get work. You see this see here, you say we no get faith. Say we no get faith.
If na inside the marriage now you go your faith level go grow. na that time you go dey pray.
You know say
No.
these people they don't understand. One day I go talk about our life. Mike, we go talk because people need to know. Some people go say, Chidi, I don't blame you. You no see anything. I say, if only you know.
Oh boy, make I even drop this one here. Anybody who say I will not get faith. We don dey 10 years without a job. We sharp, hustle 10 years. 10 years of my
What
life.
are you
Waka,
saying? Nothing.
nothing.
You know where see you no get where you dey work. No
I
be
no
say
still o. I
nothing.
no good.
You no commit suicide.
I just dey move.
You
I just dey move.
Mike, you don't forget me. When you see me for church, I go sharp like razor blade. Meanwhile, the suit where I wear na from Okrika. But when you see me, I dey even talk with phone for you. They even cancel people. People they come to me. I dey advise them about how they go get work, and I no get work. Say we no get faith.
Nigeria get faith o. In fact, if I see
No,
Nigeria
Daniel, we
like
just dey
this,
talk. Daniel, make you no vex. No be say we no dey yab you, we no dey misunderstand you, but we just dey take the thing wey you dey talk, we dey expand on and say the problem for Nigeria no be faith. Wetin?
what kind of faith they talk? You say no, it's not about religion. You guys will. Well, faith. There are two different kinds of faith. Which type is it? Faith, FAT or FI?
Which kind? Maybe explain the kind of faith wey you dey talk of.
Because
Bring
if
me
you
on
apply,
board. If you want me to bring you on board, then waiting. Click on the okay, I'll go paste the link now for sorry. What did I do? Sorry. I'll go paste the link for sorry. Hold on. I'll go paste the link now for Facebook so that you go fit join. But if you scroll for that chat,
you see her now.
hmm?
It's there now.
No, the link there, bros. Just that same place where you dey comment. Go there, you go see the link. If you click the link, you go I will bring you in. Make you not think say we get.
Well, that your link is supposed to pay people. If you no be sharp person, no fit connect. Forget.
I know. No,
Na faith I take join this thing. I just say, Father, where I go press. So forget, make you not tell her what you know if you do. You know easy.
But Mike, look, anybody, no,
Forget to.
if you fit join, I'm say you get fit. If you don't fit
But
join,
leave. Everybody level will not be the same. Oh. In fact, she tell me that as I go, I just say, where I go press now? This guy, and I don't know if he go they type. I just press anything, and so I join.
Mike, I don't give
So,
us.
so, so if you they tell her now, they go look, go press exit. The show go over. I beg Daniel, I think that Daniel be new. I beg now waiting be new. I
Daniel,
beg tell her well, oh, just tell her waiting to do.
Daniel, you go see what to do. But make I go for Facebook. Make sure say, make I
They
make
stay
sure
there.
say, okay. With Ray, oh Ray is a join. Okay, Daniel, you see the link now. You see the link there, StreamYard. So just click on the link, and you go join. Yeah, Daniel, just click on the link. You go join. I see. It's so
You,
easy. It's so easy if you just click on the link.
they there now. The one
Uh-huh.
we the one we get in white face. Tell her now.
Then Nigeria. If na faith that they take to win or waiting rank nations, Nigeria for be Nigeria for win now. They go
Link,
win
you go
any.
join. I see.
Mm-mm. No, the double. Where are they? Sorry, I come back. Let's say they do something wrong. Sorry, sorry. Mm,
Mhm.
okay, okay. Be like saying
So
Daniel. He's.
Yeah.
mm, welcome, Daniel.
Hold on, no. Be like say something. Something.
They no light.
Never take my lights here. Why they get this double? Sorry, let me try and get this thing sorted.
I tell you, so this is no easy. Tell you.
Don't worry, we'll sort them out. Come, Daniel. It be like say your now you dey cause this thing. Your mic. I go mute you. You see now when I mute you, you're supposed to use something like earphone, Daniel. Wadike Lucky, make I bring you in. Okay, Wadike.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. It be like say na you be Daniel. Um, now your mic be the cause us to reverberate. So when you fix your mic, I go mute you. Okay, make I try am now. Hello? No, no, no. You no go work. My
You know,
brother, my brother, we this 6 pack. No vex. So we be this.
now Daniel be that.
No, na Wadike Lucky. Wadike Lucky, you freeze. Oh. Now you don't do okay. How far? Lucky. 6 pack. Lucky you freeze, oh.
No could the yarn they go now.
Uh-huh.
So my brother, that is the
No, you know
that is
why they
the
fear me because of this coronavirus thing. Somebody just freeze like this. You think say the person still there. Just
in the they see you.
it is, you know. I feel like saying network freezer. But go ahead, Mike. Go.
Yeah.
I just the rest.
So basically, so if we get them right at that level, like we say, it's just for us to begin to look at the critical element of true leadership. I don't send whoever is at that level. You need to you need to demonstrate that you have the capacity to deliver. Now the only thing, and once we fit get to that level, my brother, because there's no way you could tell somebody, even the ones who be graduate, what you want tell them,
Hmm.
what you want tell am say revolution go do wetin, guy wey never chop, he go sell in conscience, go sell in conscience. You can imagine you have, maybe you get ambition to change your community, you get to change your state, you come with that ability, you want to reform, you want bring different idea into the system.
Mm-hmm.
Some person go just dey for back, oh boy, no be that thing we wan chop o.
Hmm. No be wait.
Because that mentality don hold their mind. That mentality don hold their mind. And once these guys don dey under this illusion, e go hard. E go hard. Any man wey no get the willpower to create and generate wealth for himself, no go fit think.
Mike, heavy wahala we do. Very, very heavy
Wow.
wahala. Very, very heavy wahala. But
Telling you.
now only God go help us.
Mm.
Now only God go help us for that country. The
I
way is
think
not.
you have to release this guy. Let's say in the
And not me hold on more. Now you can just okay, make I carry my hand, come out. I think that's what
mm,
I'll do. Okay, make I
that,
remove.
just make him go live chat and
Uh, okay, they're just there, but they're no.
but him be the in analysis, he say please think about Nelson Mandela.
For where?
He say think about Nelson Mandela.
How? I know how Nelson Mandela take enter the.
No, I dey read the live comment now.
I know. I just that's when you say think about Nelson Mandela. That's in what sense? That's what I'm trying to get to
Maybe
know.
they tell us because in trend of thoughts, they say we no get faith. So maybe na the spelling now we no understand. Then if we dey look if we dey look at the faith when they talk, that faith when put on the live chat na Christian faith, na religious faith. You understand?
It's,
So I don't know the one they talk. So
it's,
basically,
it's not about
man,
religion.
yeah, Mandela system at that level where South Africa did, they were already ready for change. They were at the peak. The country don't get their. I mean, everybody from the grassroots to the top, don't they charged up for change and transformation.
Ah,
So
see your sister or my sister, Pastor Ebi.
uh, yeah, that's
Go
they
ahead.
do well.
Go ahead.
Hmm. So I don't know, but if Daniel they listen to your program, I hope he go understand where they come from. It's not.
Daniel say because religions are scam to Africans. Daniel, this where they take the discussion. I know they try to understand. Say religions scam to Africa. Okay. We not even
Okay,
talk
because
of. It says,
religious
it says,
religions
it
are
says,
scam to Africa. Okay?
it says we Nigerians just have a little faith. That is the beginning of Nigeria. Baba, okay, no, let's say I'm not following in real time.
Hmm.
Roslyn, good night to Pastor Abi. It is well. They want make people come help us. Hey, 12:50 is almost 1 a.m. here. Mike, waiting be your
Oh,
time.
1 out of 10.
Ah, no wonder you still dey talk like person wey still get so many hours. Me,
I don't drink water. They wait for your discussion. Nobody find trouble. In fact, we go dey build content. One of this time we'll talk about other issues.
yes, so now what we go do?
Yeah,
We go
we
just.
go,
I say
we
this
go,
night I just say I beg, make I just turn this thing on, make we just the gist, in a relaxed
mm,
atmosphere. Now what we go dey
yeah,
do? At least
mm,
by my I go do am for like 10 o'clock my time here.
mm,
That one go be your. You say your time now na waiting.
10
Okay,
to
you na
10.
10. Okay, so na 3
Mm,
hours. 3 hours.
mm, mm,
No, hey, yeah, 3 hours. 3 hours. So let me say my 9 o'clock go be your 6 o'clock.
mm. It
I,
depends, sha. It depends. If I know the another meeting,
yeah, no, everything they
maybe.
online. See, I
Mm.
see Okorie when where he hide.
I call it a day now. In go down the sleep by now.
Uh,
I call it go down the hide. Somebody they ask, what's the gist today?
we don't. Do they gist about everything? No, we don't. They just Nigeria.
It is well.
Hey, Esther. Uh, Sister Esther, good morning to you. Good night for this side. A lot to talk about. Please, brothers, do. Pastor Ebi, waiting we go talk. Tell us now. We not get faith to talk the one we dey talk. Tell us wetin to talk, I beg.
Me, I
Leo,
dey
hmm?
okay,
Leo
UK.
Richard say what's the juice for today? Oh, Jackson Osage, 6:50 a.m. UK. And I just dey break. They just dey break for now. Who they plan to go sleep?
Well, at least we don't try analyze some few things, and we believe
Yeah.
that no matter what, doing the right thing, apart from doing the right thing,
Mm.
uh, everything boils down to you, where you do your self leadership until you have a personal conviction. Like me, I have my personal conviction, I have my no-go area, I
Mm.
have certain principles where I dey follow.
Mm.
Now, if you feel develop that pattern, I think we will move forward as a nation because, my brother, there's nothing. Economists don't say they don't formulate all the policy, no work. Political scientists don't talk about different. I don't know that they go turn the democracy. I go spread democracy backwards now.
You're on your own. I'm not even going to attempt it.
Because my brother, it's sad. It's sad. When you see potentials are under. In fact, Nigeria don't do that lockdown for long time. Maybe now,
Hmm. Oh.
long time. Now they lock down Nigeria. Not be today. All this one now just now cosmetic lockdown. They don't lock down Nigeria for long. Who be that?
I see Oluwaseun. Oluwaseun, they. Oh, you can't come out again. Okay, Facebook is not working. Okay, they say I should cut off Facebook. That it's not working.
Okay. Well, it go
Mike,
be.
it be like
Mhm.
we'll just end the thing and then we'll
Yes,
go,
sir.
we'll go to another day. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you
Don't worry.
so much. Hi, my people.
Everybody fine, thank God.
All right, all
Okay.
right.
We'll
We'll
go,
go.
we'll go, we'll go, we'll go jam again
Yes,
for
yes,
round table to
yes. So
discuss
yeah,
other issues,
yes. So
marriage.
yeah, yeah, yeah. In fact,
Okay.
maybe the marriage we go do next. Make we just as they work this time around because
Mm.
before I dey fit give all those kind excuses wey I dey give before I no fit give am now so I got to wash plates now. I know you know say before I go just form say I got to rush back to office or site but
Mm.
now I dey house we all die here together.
No, na full
Na
time you
full
dey say full
time
time.
nothing no
Mm.
more got to wash the
Na full
plate.
time.
You know?
And you get to humble, oh. If not, you
Yeah,
no go chop.
humble. Eh? If you know humble bros, you go go meet coronavirus for outside.
All right, so take care now. We'll go see you
Alright.
again.
Good night,
Yeah,
Mike. Yeah, nice
yeah,
talking
cheers.
to you. Yeah, bye bye. Bye bye. Alright guys, so that was Mike. Um Mike is a very good friend of mine. We go way, way, way back. And like he said, we're gonna come and do more of these things, and it's really an interesting thing. It's very very interesting. It's very very interesting, and we're gonna do it. And let me see. Let me see what's up. Uh, well, okay, guys. I'm gonna stop here for today, and I'd like to thank everybody that joined. And we're gonna try to do this more often, maybe at random. Maybe we'll do it more structured. But I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, to uh, talk about another topic that is of importance to all of us. Okay, from wherever part of the world that we live. We always think about our homeland, our people, and everybody. So let me just go back again and appreciate everybody. There's so many. I see a lot of my friends, a lot of my aunties, my sisters, my brothers. Man, that was really nice. It was nice seeing everybody. We're gonna do this again, and if you want me to bring you on, please you can shoot me a text, and ahead of time I can bring you on. But it was very interesting, and let me know what you want us to talk about. If I rubbed anybody the wrong way, please just understand. I don't mean any harm. We're just trying to find a lighter way of getting by